Terrified.
Still lined up for a firing squad.
I know.
Welcome to Urban Goes Green for another week. I'm here today with two of my colleagues from Urban Reforestation, Claire Brereton and William Wong. What we're working on at the moment is it's a big project called Target 3008. So we're focusing on Docklands and how Docklands can take 3008, which is your postcode obviously, environmental actions by later next year. And the actions, those environmental actions, are really simple and fun. And today that's what we're going to talk, me and the crew from Urban Reforestation are going to talk about. So firstly, Claire and I have been working quite hard on our waste auditing and waste program. So what does it involve for you? Tell us about where you're from, like the Monash Sustainability.
I'm from Monash Sustainability Institute and I've been working with Emily on waste auditing. So basically what we do is we go to big apartment blocks and find big pool dumpsters, take out the waste and categorise it into different types like organics, metals, paper, and then weigh and measure it to see what...
It is fun, isn't it?
It's pretty surprising, some of the things you find.
And it sounds gross, but it's actually not. It's interesting, and you come across really...
Like the bag of potting mix?
Yeah. It's like, well, we'll be taking that straight to the garden.
Yeah.
So what else did we find in the waste?
We found a lot of meat the first time. And...
what were the breakdowns? We've got actual percentages from one of the buildings. So the average...
By weight, the average of organics was 60%. But then by volume it was 30%.
So that's a lot of methane.
Yeah.
But also, one of the most interesting aspects of it was actually we decided to take that food waste that we've diverted to the garden. Yeah. And we took Duan from Dock 5 with us to show. And how did that feel for you?
It was great because it seemed really stupid after you'd gone to all the effort of sorting them out into the different categories to then just go and chuck them back in the bin. Yeah. So it was really good to, especially with the meat, to take something that was so gross in that state and it
contributes. It's growing now, so it's actually part of our organic waste for the garden and helping the plants grow. So to me, like, even though I'm really, fully involved in sustainability, to actually put that rubbish in the dirt, that waste, it just felt really good. Yeah. So, tell us a bit about this. And we've got a bit of what is it? A sale, or not a sale, an incentive going on with these. So tell us about that.
So this is a bokashi bucket, and it's for composting. You put in your organic waste, and they come with packs of. It's called bokashi, and it's sort of like.
Some in there?
No, it's sort of like sawdust. And you just sprinkle it in as you go, and then you drain out the liquid, and you can put it straight in your garden. And we've got sale on at the moment for 15% off for Docklands residents.
So, and that's thanks to Sustainability Victoria Sustainability Fund. So that's thanks to them for making that happen. Now, next cab off the rank. So thank you very much, Claire, and it's been really good working with you. And we're working hard on an exhibition at the moment, a photography exhibition of the Target 3008 project and the Urban Reforestation project in general. So that's held in the Gauge, 825 Burke Street. So we're going off to do that this afternoon, which should be fun. And we'll be getting your help, William. So this is William Wong. And he is a landscape architect and very good with the spatial design, hence why he'll be helping us with curating the photography exhibition this afternoon. We're sort of pulling him into that one. But so after the waste and that strategy, there really is another side to it, isn't there? So tell us a little bit about what you've been doing with Urban.
Okay. So I helped to design balcony gardens in the Docklands area, and the idea behind it is sort of because a lot of the residents don't really have much access to green spaces. We thought we could just bring it to their own balconies, so get their own little gardens.
And so William and the team at Urban Reforestation have been working on some services to offer Docklands residents, some really good value services and packages of to set up gardens. So maybe tell us a little bit about one of them. Give an example.
Okay, well there's the basic package, which is sort of the do-it-yourself package, where it sort of encourages people to basically do it themselves. Yeah, and it involves one of these Green Smart boxes, which is sort of a self-watering pot, I guess you'd call.
Maybe we should show. So basically, what you do is there's a little pipe that sticks into the side, and then water sits underneath this black thing here.
Yeah.
And so you can go away for 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
And actually, it's self-watering.
The plants sort of just absorb the water through the bottom.
So it's a process called whipped gardening, isn't it? And tell us also about we visited one of our first
client.
And tell us a bit about that process and what you've done.
Okay.
It's beautiful, your design of
Okay.
the garden.
So we basically went to his apartment and did like an initial consult to see what ideas he had, sort of the opportunities and constraints, like the wind and where the sun was coming from, that aspect and all that. And we came up with a preliminary draft for what we could put there. So at the moment we're sort of working on putting like a recycled apple crate and a few veggies, cherry tomatoes, strawberries, and maybe some climbing lattices to sort of screen some of the unwanted views.
Yeah.
That's where we're at the moment.
Yeah. So, we're developing those services, and in 2011 there will be a lot going on in that space, I see, and also continuing to look at the other end, the waste side. So, part of the one of the packs that we offer does include bokashi buckets and worm farms, and there's nothing to say that just because you have a small space that you can't really utilise it as the Cubans do.
Yeah.
And there's lots of places in Europe that's the same, where the high-rise apartments are flourishing places. So on that, thanks for coming in today. We better get back to the photography exhibition. It's called Life in the City, and I think that's what we're creating with all of this beautiful greenery in our activities. There's a lot of life. So hopefully that will continue into 2011, and we'll see you soon. Ciao.